You know from today that Mr. Poverty is a wicked man. It is poverty we should be blaming. I have the singular honor to welcome every one of you to this interesting and so fascinating content where we shall be practically looking at issues that are common in our society. I mean, very terrible issue common in today's society, but at last, who is to blame? So today we are looking at who is to blame. Is it school authority? Is it Mr. Landlord or Mr. Poverty? Here comes a scenario. A man has owed a house rent for 6 months, and Mr. Landlord came to tell him that he's tired of him living in the house without paying. Tomorrow he has to leave the house unfailingly. In most cases, whom does the tenant blame? Tenants will always blame Mr. Landlord. You are not considerate. Can't you wait longer? Can't you exercise patience? Can't you just wait till around 8 months? 8 months without paying house rent? My audience, could you also look at it from another perspective? A child is about to write exam in school and haven't given the parents notice of time to pay. The parent has not paid. On the day of examination, the school authority drives the child home. The child is coming home crying. Here comes the parent. Ask the boy, why are you not writing exam? He said the school authority has sent him out of school. Whom does the parent blame? They blame the school authority. Why are these schools like this? After many years of relating with them, here they have to send you out of school. Parents will always blame the school authority. Sometimes when it comes to landlord-tenant relationship, you find out that on the day, probably on the day, the contents or the luggage of the tenant is packed out of the house. Here comes rain falling. Whom does the tenant blame? Most times we blame the landlord because the landlord is the one that caused the whole havoc. But nobody is blaming Mr. Poverty. Here comes a man, Mr. Poverty, is always hiding himself, is always causing havoc in the society. Rather than people exposing poverty, rather than people blaming Mr. Poverty, we blame other people. You see that Mr. Poverty is the one that is making the tenant unable to pay. We also see that it is Mr. Poverty making the parents unable to pay the school fees of the children. But rather than the parents blaming Mr. Poverty, you see them blaming the school authority. They are not considerate, they are still wicked, they are so harsh. But rather than blaming the school authority, it is time to start blaming Mr. Poverty. This man, Poverty, is a terrible man. Poverty is a terrible man. Every listener to this content should know from today that Mr. Poverty is a wicked man. It is poverty we should be blaming, not the school authority. It is the poverty you should be blaming, not the landlord. But Mr. Poverty is hiding himself. Everybody is blaming the landlord. Everybody is blaming the school authority. And this, in most cases, affects the mental health of people. Because poverty, as you see poverty, it makes people to have poor mental health. People who are not able to pay the child's school fees, you see by the time the child is driven out and the child is crying at home, do you think the man will be happy? If the man is not careful, he will run into depression, will run into anxiety. Or the man whose load has been packed out of the house and rain is beating the load, do you think he will be smiling? What do you think will happen to the mental health of the people, of the individual, if he's not careful? So poverty is not only a disease, it's a terrible thing. From today, we should learn to deal with poverty. Break the circle of poverty in your life. Poverty is terrible. Poverty disgraces people. Poverty is the thing that makes an elderly person, well grown up, cannot talk in a meeting because once it comes to money, he knows he cannot offer support. So he's looking. What do you think embarrasses people more than poverty? Poverty embarrasses. Poverty disgraces. Poverty is a terrible thing. Poverty embarrasses individual. So it is time to look at how do we break cycle of poverty and come out of poverty. Work hard. But working hard is not enough. Work smart. This is a generation where people work smart. You must learn to work smart. You must learn to use emotional intelligence. You must learn to use networking. You must learn to do things in a faster way, using tools that is now obtainable in our society, so that in your own time you will break the cycle of poverty. I'm sure we have learned something today. Each of us should from today cease from blaming others. Not only blaming poverty, take action to kill poverty so that you can be happy and you can have better mental health. Thank you for listening. If you have gotten value from this content, kindly help us share, kindly help us like, and kindly help us subscribe. Thank you, everyone.